Welcome to CFBdyNastyy Season 2. Wow. We actually have made it. I can't believe it. I really can't. But without further ado, we're going to get into the season. I am going to be your host, Commissioner Heinman. I am joined here with none other than Booger McFarland. Booger. Someone get my agent on the phone. Darlene. Welcome, everybody, again to Season 2 of CFBdyNastyy. We're going to get going here. Before we do, we've got to congratulate Coach Segura on a well-fought year. Round of applause. Hard to beat somebody 3 times. Great year for him. Well done. Next, in other news, we're going to cover some other breaking news within the SEC conference. Coach Slick has gone on to USC. Now, this was interesting. I heard early on in the offseason that they were planning to move on from him due to some of the facility management issues that he faced last year. Not to mention some of the things swirling around about what was going on in his own home. So no surprise that they wanted him out, but he said this is a perfect fit for him. He's going to go to USC, who has now joined the SEC. And he mentioned he's really looking forward to the Bees, he called them. He has everything that he needs in Southern California. That's booze, beaches, babes, and ball. So, congrats to Coach Slick. In other news, sad to say, after season 1, our inaugural season, Coach Veracco has decided to leave the SEC. Some say it was due to the University of North Carolina's lack of incentive to remove the Taliban from Chapel Hill. He's out, but no worries there. We have replaced him with Coach Amenta. Coach Amenta is taking over the University of Washington, who is now part of the SEC. Congrats, everybody. Without further ado, let's get into the season here. We're going to roll on. Top 5 plays of this week. You're going to see a lot of Nick Harbor. Now, I have sent these clips to EA headquarters. EA World headquarters, as a matter of fact. I don't know if we're going to get Nick Harbor banned or not, but we're going to try to look at this shit. He's too big, too fast. No one can guard him. Doesn't matter if it's 99 speed or not. He's got too many of the great traits that you look for in a wide receiver. Look, it's just deep balls. It's basically a track meet. But I have sent these clips along. Hopefully they do something about this. And hopefully we can get Nick Harbor banned entirely. That'd be awesome. I do mix in a clip of myself. No one else sent me clips. So I hope that changes as things go on. But this guy makes a mistake that, we're trying to get a 2-point conversion to be only down 3, and they wind up throwing a nice little pick 6 to me there. Well, pick 2, rather. We've seen a pick 2 in the past in season 1, and now I go up 7. So nice turn of events for myself. And then number 1, who else? Another slot fade, and this was just a nice catch. Like, he highballs it, turns around 180. Toe taps. So great play by Nick Harbor. I'm jealous that he has him. But as we're going through, just pre-note, there is no game of the week this week. There is a duo of the week, and it's no surprise who it's going to be. But there is no game of the week. I figured we all played the computer, and it wasn't worth going through. Okay. So without further ado, we'll cover each and every one of these. I did have to sim Missouri, but congrats, BHS, your coach. Coach Behest, your program did pull through for you, so you're starting off 1-0. Auburn 42-20 against Baylor. That was an away game for them. Big win, starting off the year right. I've heard a lot of news about Malachi Blizzard. We'll see what happens there. He is ranked 19th. South Carolina ranked 5th, 56-10 against Virginia Tech. Absolutely demolishing them. Ole Miss loses against USC. Again, Coach Slick, in his absence, his team pulls through, as this was a simulated game as well. Colorado State 7. Washington, Coach Menta, his first game within CFBdyNastyy. He puts up 30, really wasn't close. He said they were a formidable opponent in the, text he sent out to the group. So hopefully no one else plays them, but he seemed to handle them pretty well. Arkansas next, they're ranked 21st, 31-28, almost loses to Louisville. I did simulate that one as well. Everyone's starting off 1-0. Looks like it was a close game. UCLA, Coach Waymer at home against West Virginia. Won by 7 points, but I imagine it wasn't all that close. Probably a bunch of garbage time action. And then lastly, Tennessee, myself, 45-16 against a pretty solid opponent in Syracuse. I think they were ranked 17th before this, but obviously I pulled these scores in week 2, so they're now still in the top 25, ranked 25th. We're going to move on further. Duo of the week. No surprise, it may be a little tough to read this. This screen is big enough, though. I believe 11 receptions, 455 yards, and 7. No, that's not a 2. That's not a 2. That's a 7 touchdown mark for Nick Harbor. Again, hopefully EA does something about this. This can't go on for much longer. Lenora Sellers did have 393 for 5 touchdowns, 0 picks, 19 for 28. Pretty solid game for both of those fellas. Good job. We did have some national players of the week. Malik Spencer, 4 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 pick, 1 touchdown for Malik. Nick Harbor, no surprise, not going to cover that again. It's absolutely insane to me that he's able to do this. 2025 Heisman Trophy now presented by Nissan. Don't know if it's going to be presented by Nissan for much longer with the news that came out about them, but they're still somehow sponsoring the Heisman Trophy. Quinn Ewers is at the top. We don't have anyone yet in the mix, which is surprising to me, but it is what it is. And then here's conference standings. Again, we're all 1-0 except for Florida, who had a bye in week 1, which is weird. I thought I had changed that. Sorry, Ross, but you get to play this week where I have a bye. So I'll no longer throw the buys up on the screen here. If you got a bye, you know it. Washington is now going to go against Baylor. So Baylor is going to go back-to-back SEC opponents in tough ones to start the year out for them. Washington ranked 24, going to look to go to 2-0. Coach Menta, that's an away game. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully he can pull it out. Georgia Southern in USC in the Rose Bowl. So we'll see what winds up happening there. Hopefully Coach Slick is back, ready to go, gets his team fired up to win that game. It shouldn't be all too tough. UNLV against UCLA, the acronyms. This should be the battle of the acronyms, this game. I'm now coining that, battle of the acronyms. UCLA is ranked 10th. 10th. That's pretty impressive. So that's a home game against UNLV. Hopefully Coach Waymer can continue to roll on. Kansas, they're 1-1. They had a week 0 game, apparently. This is a rivalry game, so I didn't change it. They probably do have some playmakers, so watch out, Coach Hess. Hopefully he is back wherever he is at. Shout out to Coach B. Hess. Where are you? USF is at Florida. Florida is ranked 18th. They are going to look to get their first win on the season. That's a noon game in Gainesville, Florida. Home game in the Swamp. Shout out Coach Octor. Arkansas State against Arkansas. Battle of Arkansas. Arkansas is ranked 21st. Again, hopefully don't have to sim this one. Shout out to Coach AJ. Hopefully you make it back. I have a bye. Auburn ranked 19th. Coach Stevenson is going to look to battle against Ball State at home. So really exciting stuff happening in the league. I hope you all enjoyed this. And these are only going to get better. So shout out everybody involved. I can't wait to play you later.